SoundHound AI stock is soaring as the company reported revenue growth of 217% in the most recent quarter, significantly ahead of expectations and a big acceleration from the previous quarter's year-over-year growth rate. So in this video, I'll review the company's latest quarterly financial results and update you with my new proprietary discounted cash flow valuation for SoundHound AI, which I upgraded upwards. Given the outperformance in the current quarter, I revised upwards the company's free cash flow expectations for this year and in future years. So I want to share that upgrade with you here. And then I'll update you on my buy or sell rating on SoundHound AI stock, let you know if I think it's a buy, hold, or sell at these valuations.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So SoundHound reported revenue at $42.7 million, a 217% increase year over year, and adjusted EBITDA still negative at $14.3 million. SoundHound AI has generated significant revenue growth for several years now, but where it's found more difficulty is in profitability. And the current quarter was a continuation of a similar trend, although the losses on the bottom line, although the numbers are not improving, the percentages are improving, and I'll share with you those details. So two segments I was looking at, and I have been looking at very closely for SoundHound AI, is restaurants and automotive, because I see those as clear opportunities for the company to break through and expand into, because those are the areas where I see SoundHound AI's technology benefiting most. So they did have some breakthroughs in the quarter with numerous wins, renewals, expansions, and cross-selling, with some notable cross-selling of its Amelia Enterprise platform to one of its marquee restaurant customers to provide customer service report. They also got new wins with Red Lobster, Applebee's, IHOP, and a renewal expansion with Chipotle, Firehouse Subs, Habit Burger, and more. So this is a category where I think SoundHound AI benefits significantly. If you are outside of California, in California, restaurants, fast food restaurants, etc., have been forced to pay higher minimum wages for restaurant workers. So that makes it even more compelling to use technology to supplement the existing labor force, especially at the drive-thru. Right? If you've gone through a drive-thru at a fast food restaurant, you'll know that it's difficult to communicate, and you have to repeat yourself, and oftentimes there's mistakes, and oftentimes the worker on the other end doesn't know about some of the questions you might have. It's difficult to train employees and update employees with new training because employee turnover at restaurants, at fast food restaurants, is so high. People are coming and going. So it's difficult for training and then updating that training. Let's say you have a big promotion with a new menu price or a new menu item. You have to now inform all of your employees about that new menu item or the new price for that menu item. But if you have AI, it's a lot simpler to train and update, and if there's new prices, new promotions, new products, your AI can be updated centrally, and that goes out to all your systems. Furthermore, the AI can be more effective at recommending products for customers and upselling customers, whereas employees may not know which products to plug and may not be as well informed. So that's a category that I was expecting, and I'm happy to see the company expanding significantly there. Another segment is automotive. And the reason I say automotive, because when you're driving, your hands are supposed to be on the wheel and your eyes on the road. So you shouldn't be diddling with your smartphone while you're driving. But unfortunately, a lot of people still do that. That's a category where if you can just speak to your car and get the information you need, that's an area of huge opportunity for SoundHound AI, and they did score significant new wins in China for their voice assistant to be integrated in a major manufacturer with vehicles spanning in China and worldwide. including development of multiple new languages. Now, you might say, doesn't this technology already exist? Can't you use voice communication with your iPhone? And the answer is yes, but it doesn't work good. It doesn't work good at all, in my opinion. I use it, I try to use it, and it doesn't work very good. So, if the system, the AI, can be integrated within the car and you can use it while in the car, yeah, I think it has better capabilities than what exists right now from smartphone providers, at least with the Apple system, which doesn't work very well at all. So imagine a situation that the management team talks about. You're driving home from work and you want to order some Starbucks. You can just speak into your car and ask it to order you your usual Starbucks coffee, however you like it, and have it be ready so that on your way home, you just go into the Starbucks parking lot and they deliver you your drink, and on your way you go. The payment already processed, and very simple transaction, very convenient. That helps both the consumer and it helps companies like Starbucks and others who would experience a surge in sales because of the convenience factor. A lot of times you might want the Starbucks on your way home, but you're driving and you can't make that transaction happen. While you're driving, you would have to pull over and click all of these things on the Starbucks app to make it happen. And some people just say, you know what, forget it. I'll just drive home and have my coffee at home. So revenue up 217% to 42.6 million. And you can see the non-GAAP adjusted EBITDA actually worsened from 13.8 million to 14.3 million. So as the company generated more revenue, it lost more money. And that's been the case with SoundHound AI. The more revenue it generates, the more money it loses on the bottom line, the more money it loses. But if you look at it on a percentage basis, it improved significantly, because in the same quarter last year, on a non-GAAP adjusted EBITDA, it lost more than 100% compared to sales, 13.8 million negative compared to 13.4 million in sales, right? Over 100% negative margin. But if you look in the current quarter, negative 14 million on 42 million in sales, that's a 33% margin. So negative 33% instead of negative over 100%. So on a percentage basis, its profitability metrics improved meaningfully as the revenue improved meaningfully. And that was great news for SoundHound stock investors. And that partly explains why the shares jumped as much as they did. So a similar story worked out in their cash flow from operations. It was negative 40 million in the same quarter last year. It did get worse at negative 43.7 million, but on a percentage basis, it improved, right? This is at a negative 40 million compared to its revenue in the same time last year. This was negative almost 300%. Now it's negative roughly 100%. So a big step improvement on a percentage basis, but still significantly negative. They also upgraded their full year revenue outlook to a range of 160 to 178 million. Remember when I did the preview video on SoundHound AI? I said investors would be happy if the company just reiterated their outlook because of all the macroeconomic headwinds as a result of tariffs. Global economic growth is slowing down meaningfully. So I said, if the company in that backdrop can just tell investors, we're on schedule to deliver what we said we were going to deliver this year, despite these headwinds, that would be a win. But they did even better than that. They actually raised their revenue outlook for the year, which is much better than I was expecting. Again, another reason why the stock price soared as a result of these developments. So now let's look at valuation. So I updated my free cash flow expectations for SoundHound AI by roughly 10 million for next year, and every year beyond that. I upgraded their free cash flow expectations by 10 million, which is a significant sum, because for 2026 I was forecasting, and the Wall Street analysts were forecasting 30 million in free cash flow for SoundHound AI in 2026. I upgraded that to 40 million. And similarly for 2027, I upgraded it from 50 million to 60 million in free cash flow. So that did increase the intrinsic value per share, or the fair value calculation for SoundHound, up to $5.40 in my proprietary DCF calculation. However, the stock price is way above that at $13.55. SoundHound has been a stock market darling. Many investors are attracted to this stock, partly because of that phenomenal growth rate, partly because of the low price, right? It's just $13. So on a per share basis, investors are attracted to these types of stocks that are low price per share. And so it's been one of the more popular stocks, and it's been trading at a expensive valuation all year long. It hasn't been cheap. It's maintained the interest of many investors. So I've had this stock rated as a hold all year long in 2025, and I'm updating that recommendation here today. While the company does have great prospects, many of those prospects are already priced into the valuation, which is relatively expensive at current market prices.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book, Make Money Buying and Selling Stocks, a 6-step framework for evaluating publicly traded companies, is finally available for sale. Unlock the power of intelligent investing with my 6-step investing framework. It's a proven system designed by a university professor and a chartered financial analyst. Frustrated by the lack of frameworks that met my needs and high standards, I developed this comprehensive guide to help investors at all levels make confident and informed decisions. In this book, you learn how to assess opportunities, manage risk, and build a portfolio that works for you. No investor should dive into the market without a solid strategy, and this step-by-step framework provides you the roadmap you need. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your approach, this guide will empower you to take control of your financial future. I've added the link in the description below.